Hey everyone, this is Andrew at Knapsack. I want to show you how with Knapsack you can create a single central source of design tokens that can be used to power all of the digital products in your ecosystem, including both web and native mobile properties. And alongside that, we're going to give you web documentation that's dynamic, that updates as the tokens change, and even allows for contributions from the web that you can get directly in the Git repo as a PR. What I have open here is my IDE on the right using Visual Studio, and on the left I have my local workspace. You see I've spun that up locally. It came from starting up my local server here. And so my local data is currently the source of what we're looking at in Knapsack. And so if I go to my colors documentation, you'll see I've got a lot of colors on here. And I want to go down to the gray section just because if I look at the token file I have open, gray is here at the top. So I've got these down here. All right, we've got color, gray, cool, deep. And now, even though I'm working locally, I have a very similar experience to what the viewers in the cloud site would see. I can navigate to these tokens. I can click to copy, not just the name of the token, but the RGB or hex values. And then also we have the ability to actually add metadata here. So let's look at how these correspond first with the data on the right. So you see I am in my core design tokens data file here, and I have color, gray, cool, deep. The value is 2C, 2C, 2C. You see that is also what I have over here. And now I can start by doing a couple things. So I can add some metadata. This is used for primary text. And as I add that in the web interface, you're going to see that go ahead and appear here on the right. So this is a dynamic connection when you're working locally, and also when this all gets merged up into the system repo, what you're going to see is the documentation site mirrors what's in the main branch of the repo. I can go further here, and I can actually use the web editing experience to change what the color is. Let's make it something noticeable. Let's go to something like pink, and you see that changed over here in my web editors or in my IDE as well. And last but not least, I have the ability to actually create some associations. So I might say that color cool gray deep is actually always supposed to be the same as, you know what, it's actually just black, right? And so when I save and close that, it will, it'll actually give me the ability to say, you are, there you go, black. So now it's actually just a reference color. So lots of different things I can do here. But now let's go ahead and see how this actually powers all the different products. So back in my IDE, I've got all my different packages in here. This is a design system that is set up to support, as you see, Angular and React, Twig, web components. So we've got a lot of different technologies we're supporting. We've got shared types, we've got shared styles. And right here we have a folder for design tokens. If I go into my design tokens directory and the dist folder, you'll see that I have exports of XML for Android. We've got Swift for iOS. We've got JSON less, you name it. And all of these can be distributed the way you see fit via NPM, or can be published to a CDN if that's what you prefer. You have a lot of control there with Knapsack. Let's go ahead and open a couple of these alongside what I'm looking at. So I've got my source tokens. I've got Swift here, and at the top, color, cool, color gray, cool, deep. And then I'll go ahead and do, let's just go ahead and do XML as well. See if I can get to play friendly with me. So we've got a bunch of these different open now. Let's go ahead and add maybe some SAS as well. So I've got color, cool, gray, deep. You see it is 292929. Up here it is referencing black. Up here it is pretty much putting this all in alpha. That's all black. So these are all mirrored. And now let's go back here. Let's say, you know what, I don't want that to be a reference anymore. I want this to be, bright red. When I do that, we're going to see that trickle through. This value has gone back to F7022. You see that, you see that, you see that. So really what we're doing is we're unifying the outputs from this single source. I could also go ahead and change this right here if I want, something like that. Make it go ahead and neon pink, and we'll just go ahead and see that. Gotta save. I save that file, and we'll see that trickle through everywhere else as well. So really, just a fully connected system gives you the ability to make your changes in one place, whether you like working in code or you like working in the web. These are all connected to the same source, and it's going to power everything you need in your ecosystem. Give us a shout if you want to chat through any of this. We love talking about systems and tokens and helping teams solve for their workflows.